Hello everybody, welcome back to the McNutter Butters. I'm Caitlin McNutt, and today you're probably going to hear stuff in the background because my kids are like right there in the living room watching a cooking show and doing some little arts and crafts on the floor. It is so hot outside today. They don't want to play outside for mommy to film a video, and also my son went outside for like 5 seconds and saw a snake. So, nope, inside, watch a cooking show, do a craft. Yep. Alright, so today we are going to talk about my daughter's curriculum for this year. And if you saw the title, you know what it is. It is the complete grade 4 curriculum with rod and staff. I feel almost silly doing this. I've done sunlight, I've done Ambleside, I've done the Charlotte Mason method in mind, like pretty much all years. But I don't know, I was really struggling this year with what to pick. And I looked up a video here on YouTube, and the lady that I found, I do not remember who she was. Man, that stinks. But I don't remember who she was, but she said the first thing you have to do is determine what is your goal for this year. Obviously you got to hit your primary education requirements, goals, you know, milestones, all that. But what is your primary goal? Is it to improve your kids' reading leaps and bounds? Is it to focus on Christian character? Like, what is it? And honestly, I have seen our kiddos struggling a lot here lately with Christian character. So I'm like, that's our goal. That's our goal for this year, is Christian character, and yeah, that's our goal. And I know some of that's probably my fault, but I really want a curriculum that helps me with that. And I really took that, sat down, started praying about it, and I just kept coming back to rod and staff. So that is why we chose it. All right, to start with, I'm going to show you the composition books. Do these come with the program? No. But we purchased these, I think, for like 80 cents each, because even though their curriculum is not expensive at all, I think for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think, different subjects here. I could be wrong. But either way, with all these subjects, the complete program, it was like $250, and that's not expensive at all for homeschool curriculum, not in the slightest. But in our area, we do have a homeschool bookstore that will buy back used curriculum, or not buy back, but will buy used curriculum, and they resell it. So my goal is to not have anything wrote in, and maybe we can sell it to them afterwards. So for each subject, we got composition books to write it. So there's that. And then this is everything we got. Y'all, this is such a petty positive, but look at them colors. It is so aesthetically pleasing on my bookshelf. Yeah, I know that's petty. I know it is. It's a petty positive, but I like that positive. All right, today was our first day of school, and it went so stinking well. And I will say, the way that they have this set up, they do not do all of these subjects in one day. That would be crazy. And the way they have everything spaced out, it is 4 subjects a day. At least that's the schedule that I have determined. 1 second, I will get my planner and I will break this down further. Okay, I got my notebook, I got my planner. Alright, so for Monday, it is English, math, spelling, reading. And then for Tuesday, it is English, math, spelling, history/geography. Wednesday, English, math, spelling, and a reading lesson again. And then Thursday, English, math, spelling, science. So it's working out to where it's English, math, and spelling every day. And then it is history, geography together once a week, science once a week, and then reading twice a week. So that works. She did not seem as overwhelmed today. I know it's the first day of school, but she didn't seem as overwhelmed today doing 4 subjects as opposed to all of them in one day like we've been doing. So that really works out. Also, handwriting. I need to get the handwriting book. I have that with our extracurriculars because there's so little with handwriting that it's like once a week. So I put that in with their extracurriculars that they're going to do on Friday. Hold on. Let me go get that book too. Okay, I got the stuff. And when I went to see extracurriculars, I realized there was 3 different things that I didn't get. The stack grows. All right, so, okay. I'm just going to jump into this and kind of give y'all a little bit of a flip through of each thing and just kind of what we see with it. All right, so this is also once a week in extracurriculars. I'm doing it more in the extracurricular side because I want the little ones to join in, but it's their health for the glory of God. And their contents include the human body, we bring glory to God, the clothes we wear, keeping clean for God's glory, exercise for health, food for the body, part 1, food for the body, part 2, preventing sickness and disease, preventing accidents, abusing the body, a healthy mind, courtesy for God's glory, our bodies and minds for God's glory, and then like a final review. But yeah, so like going over different things and reading, like it's really not that much. And I don't know if, since we're doing it with the little ones, if we're actually going to write anything down or if we'll just discuss the questions. We have yet to decide. Alright, so for penmanship, we have yet to start on that. Like I said, that is a Friday thing. But it's basically just copying. Like, yeah, just basic cursive penmanship for 4th grade. Alright. The spelling, I got super excited about. My daughter, the area she struggles the most in, the subject she struggles the most in is spelling. And her reading has improved, her spelling has not. I'm trying to piece together in my head how that's even possible, but it's okay. We will do what we gotta do. But one thing I got really excited about with this is that the spelling words are wrote in cursive, and then you have like sections on that word, like lesson A, section B, whoop, too many pages, section C, and then instead of a D, you would do a test. And I noticed, I don't know why, I just thought that it being in cursive was going to just help so much. And this morning, she was like really having to focus on what does that say, because she's not used to having to read things in cursive. And she just went ahead and started writing stuff in cursive, which I like the extra practice. And it was like breaking things down, like the way they sound and just all these different things and definitions and all that. And it just seemed so much more deeper than any other spelling thing we have done. So I'm really hoping. We've tried several spelling things, and so far nothing has helped. So we thought spelling UC was doing great, and then it just all floated right out of her little sweet head. So we're gonna keep trying. And if this doesn't go well, I'm gonna try the phonetic zoo and see what that does. But alright, arithmetic. Alright, this is Alyssa's jam. She loves math. And I like the pink. Alright, so chapter 1, so table contents, you see, you have a chapter all about one thing, breaking it down for 10 lessons, and then it goes to the next chapter. So chapter 1 is addition and subtraction. Chapter 2 is subtraction with borrowing. So it just kind of seemed like that was a lot of review. Chapter 3 is multiplication facts 1 through 6. Chapter 4 is division facts 1 through 6. So she did multiplication and division last year, but I definitely don't mind the review. Chapter 5, multiplication and division facts 7 through 9. Chapter 6, division with 2-digit quotients. Chapter 7, more fractions and measures. So chapter 7 is when it starts getting into stuff that she's never really done before. So that's going to be exciting. And Chapter 8, long division. Chapter 9, large numbers and money. Chapter 10, adding and subtracting measures. Chapter 11, multiplication with 2-digit multipliers. And then Chapter 12, adding and subtracting fractions. Poor girl. Chapter 13, larger quotients and division. Chapter 14, introduction to decimals. Chapter 15, Bible and metric measures. Chapter 16, division facts 10 through 12. Chapter 17, dividing by 2-digit divisors and year-end review. So I feel like in the years past, or last year's math, because we did do this math last year, it didn't have so much like words in a lesson. And this year definitely does for some reason. Like this over here, it's a lot more reading. But that's not a bad thing. I mean, it's good for her to have to read. I feel like last year it was a lot less problems, and this year's a whole lot more. And like I feel like last year the lettering was a lot bigger, and this year it's a lot smaller. But I guess as the kid gets older, that's just the way it goes. And yeah, math is every day. And it also comes with the speed drills. And it seems like it's like every even day, every even lesson, you have another speed drill. But that's not a lot. Like, that's not bad. That's not bad. So, cool stuff. All right, next we are going on to reading. All right, so I'm excited about the reading because it is, let me show you, it is twice a week, and Unit 1 is 22 different things to read about the Gospel of John. And then Unit 2 is 23 things like lessons, and it is about the book of Acts. Unit 3 is about Job, Psalms, and Proverbs, and it is 30 lessons. And I'm excited because when we get to the book of Acts, we are going to be talking about Paul's journey. And they have a markable map over there on my wall. And it was like a map of what it was supposed to look like during Paul's day. And she's supposed to take a marker and as she reads, mark where he goes. And I'm like, oh, that is so cool. It's so cool. I'm so excited about it. And okay, so every lesson, it says in the teacher book, yes, these all have teacher books, but if I showed you all the teacher books as well, this would be way too long of a video. It's probably going to be a really long video anyway, but it's not a lot of reading. Like today, she read these 2 pages, and you don't want to lose her bookmark, and this. That is not a lot. She read that, and then there is 3 workbooks, 1 for each unit, and in this one, I kind of broke. I said I wasn't going to write in the composition books, but this one was a little awkward for her to write out in a composition book, so she did end up writing in this one. I knew there was one in here, I just wasn't sure where. So she did section A, section B, and section C, which she had a little trouble with. And then for the rest of it, there is section D, section E, section F, and section G. That would be a lot to do in one day. So we are breaking that up between the 2 days. And it didn't seem to be that much for her for the 3 sections. I'm a little curious about how much the 4 sections are going to be. And if we have to space it out a little more, we will. And it'll be okay. All right, so next is English. And I'll be honest, I have not felt like she has gotten a very strong foundation in English in anything that we have done. And it could just be that it's supposed to be very simple for the little years. Maybe. I don't know. But, alright, so English is every day. It looks like it is broke down into chapters that also have lessons within them. So chapter 1 has 14 lessons, and it is about subjects and predicates. So, I can give you an idea what that looks like. Chapter 2 is kinds of sentences, and it says lessons 15 through 26. So I'm not counting those out. I will just say that. All right, chapter 3 is about nouns, and it is lessons 27 through 36. Chapter 4 is about verbs. It is lessons 37 through 49. Chapter 5 is about using verbs correctly. It is lessons 50 through 63. Chapter 6 is about pronouns, lessons 64 through 76. Hey baby, quiet down please. Chapter 7 is about adjectives, lessons 77 through 86. Chapter 8 is about adverbs, lessons 87 through 95. Chapter 9 is about punctuation, and it is lessons 96 through 107. Hang in there, we'll get there. Chapter 10 is about prepositions and conjunctions, lessons 108 through 117. Chapter 11 is about capitalization and dictionary use, and that is lessons 118 through 127. I know that was probably a little monotonous for some of y'all, but I do know that there is people that are going to want to know that information if they click on this video. So, yeah, because I know that certain things that I want to know when I look at videos, I want in-depth, break it down for me, what's in there, kind of thing. So, like today's lesson 1 was all about getting acquainted with the work, an oral kind of question thing, writing out different things, writing practice, and a little poem that she loved. She loved this poem. So listen to the poem. A Wise Plan is the title of it. When a task you're set to do, watch yourself until it's through. Watch your hands and watch your feet till you end your work complete. Of your strength give every ounce. It is faithfulness that counts. Watch that you may give your heart to your task, each smallest part. Be as steadfast as a rock. Watch yourself, but not the clock. She loved it. And then it goes into lesson 2, getting organized, which we could all use a healthy dose of, at least me, and it's just like boop, boop. So not really long lessons. And, you know, there is questions in the lesson, so that kind of threw me off at first. I was like, there's worksheets, so what are we doing here? And I had to really look at the teacher's guide and figure that out, and then found out English lesson 5. So I'm like, oh, all of these do not have, like there's not a worksheet for each day. So I'm like, I guess that's good, like lesson 8 and lesson 9. And lesson 11, then jumps to a lesson 15, and you know, so on and so forth. So I'm just gonna have to watch that and schedule accordingly. All right, we carry on. All right, so next is history and geography. This is once a week. Da, 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 da. And this one is Homelands around the world. Bum, bum, ba, ba, dum, bum, bum. All right, so we have units, and within the units is chapters, and it's broken down even more. So I'm just gonna hit the highlights.
I cannot use.
All right, so I'm just gonna hit the highlighted points. All right, so climate zones of the earth: Nigeria, a warm African land; the Philippines, more than 7,000 islands; Australia, the lonely continent; lands along the Rhine River; Japan, land of the rising sun; cold land, small and great; highlands and drylands; North American homelands, and oh, that is it. So we may have to do some different documentaries and stuff. I don't know. It could be enough. Who knows? So we have not done a lesson yet, but either way, you have stuff to read in your lesson. You have questions, map exercises, some further study if need be, and then it goes into another lesson. Did you see that? Oh my goodness. Let me start it over. All right. So not a heaping ton of reading. Tie, be nice. And then questions. So yeah, decent little lesson. All right. And then God's inspiring world for science. Hey guys, be nice. Okay, we are done with that. Little discipline problem there. All right, so science. Okay, So for science, the table of contents, you have units, and within each unit is a few lessons. Oh, yes, that's lovely. Okay. Okay. Anyhow, so for science, within the contents, you have units that are broken down into about 5 or 6 lessons. So I will just tell you the units to try to keep this video as short as possible, even though I'm pretty sure it's going to be really long. All right, so Unit 1, God gives us weather. Unit 2, God created the animals. Unit 3, the stars inspire wonder. Unit 4, God heals our diseases. Unit 5, God made light. Unit 6, electricity is from God. Unit 7, God gave us plants. So I'm just going to flip kind of somewhere, I don't know, let's flip somewhere randomly, see what we find. All right, using lenses. All right, so you have new words, you're reading, more reading, reading, test your reading, group A, some more reading, and then test your reading, group B, reviewing what you have learned, and some extra activities if you like. Yeah, and then materials need, oh wait, I think that's for the other one. Yeah, that's for the other one. So, yeah, I hope that gave you a general idea of what's going on in this one. Yes. But alrighty, guys, I feel like that was super long. If you hung out with me through all of this, you are a trooper. Be sure to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.